Hi, Mike and Arlen, our Philippine journey. Thanks for joining us. You know, men come to the Philippines for specific reasons, actually, more reasons than we can list. But amongst those reasons are simply in a long distance relationship. I met somebody online. I want to meet them. I want to build a future with them. I want to retire to a country with a better cost of living and less of a headache or rat race or whatever it is you don't like about your current residence or country. And then there are more reasons, but the one that we're starting to see or notice, I think it's been around for a long time, is this.
Emotional damage.
So let's talk about this. All right. Only you know what your finances, your feelings, and your thoughts are about how you treat others. Okay? We're certainly never going to tell you how to spend your money. We're going to tell you, hey, be reasonable with it. And we're definitely not going to tell you who to get involved with and who not to get involved with. But what do we see? What is something that we've really noticed? Okay, I'll be honest. I look back and I see that it's been around, but I've just never really registered with me. It just never really hit home what I was seeing. Now, we have a lot of expat friends, and we have a small group of regular expat friends, and none of them fall in this category. But we get introduced to new expats. We have tourist expats that are staying for 2 weeks, a month, whatever, and they kind of hitch a ride. You know, we're always being welcoming and inviting them to dinner when we go out or bar hopping or whatever. All right. And something that we just never noticed, or we just never, you know what? It went in one end or out the other, or in this eye and out the back, or whatever. Okay? What we noticed is men are not being men anymore. Now, this doesn't go with all men, obviously, but it does seem to be far more prevalent than we thought. Okay? One of the things is that they're starved for attention. Is their life been so emotionally damaging? Has it been that bad that they're starved for affection and they can't see through what's going on? We can see guys. We see this on a regular basis. Now we're not on Walking Street often enough to know all the expats that are there, but we have friends, and between all of us, we probably don't know, but recognize 50%, 30% of the expats that are regulars down there. Okay, because you've got to remember, there are expats that are down there every other night. Yeah, I'm not kidding. Every other night. There may even be some that are down there every night. I don't know. But you recognize them. Oh, I've seen this guy. Oh, I've seen that guy. What we do notice is that guys tend to fall into one of two categories when they're on Walking Street. They, believe it or not, they're either there for the obvious pay for play, all right, or they're there looking for companionship. Now, we're not going to define companionship because it's whatever it is within your mind or their mind. They may think companionship to them is somebody they can see once a week, and if it costs a little bit of money, well, whatever. All right. Could be, I know that I'm a white knight save a hoe, and I can turn around and take this girl and save her from that life of servitude and sexual debauchery, whatever. We're not even going to debate any of those reasons. Okay? What we are going to say is what we do see. We see guys that will walk into a bar. Now, are they guys high quality value, Are they in their 30s and slim and trim and muscular and well built? Not necessarily. If they're on Walking Street, 9 times out of 10, they're there to party. And what their idea of party is up to them. But when it comes to the expats that are, let's call them seniors, over 50, okay? They're there, a lot of them are there for companionship. And all of a sudden, 3, 4, 5 girls will join right up with them. They're all sitting there drinking, getting bar drinks, they're getting lady drinks. And these guys are eating it up. I mean, absolutely eating it up. And the attention that they're getting, and they are so desperate for that attention, is just too hard for them to walk away from. And they will sit there and just be totally oblivious. Men, you need to man up, all right? You need to be the captain of your castle, all right? The king of your castle, the captain of your ship, all right? It's that simple. That's what you need to be. There's a story. There's a guy. So a couple of my friends that have been here for many years, longer than I, they tell the story of a guy. He's actually, I think he's from the U.S., but he might be from the U.K. I can't remember. I don't know the guy. But I've heard this story like a half a dozen times from 4 or 5 different sources. His theory was very simple. He walks into the bar. He brings 4 or 5 girls to his table. He buys a round of drinks. After that round of drinks, you, fly away. Fly away. Thank you. Salamat. And then he replaces them with 4 or 5 more. Okay? He knows what he's looking for. He knows he's not going to entertain nonstop. Now, why anybody has to buy, why a single guy is buying 4 or 5 girls drinks, there are reasons for that as well. Believe it or not, it is a social construct, and I'm not here to try and describe how that social construct works. Some people just love to laugh. We have, when we go to a bar, we have 2 to 4 girls at our table with us, all right? These are almost always either girls we know well or girls we know well and one of their new friends or whatever. And we're laughing, we're joking, we're making fun of stuff. We're just having a good time. It's a social thing. It's no different than going out for cocktails with your friends, quite frankly, except these girls are wearing a little bit less. That's fine with me. Some of my friends, some of our friends in the U.S., we're glad they were wearing more than these girls. But that brings up the next part. Some of these guys are entertaining girls who, by our standards, we wouldn't look at twice. All right? In the way of looks. They may have the greatest personality in the world, but if they can't get past curbside appeal, they're never going to make it to the table. All right? Unless they're a really good friend of one of our friends. That's the only way. Why they would be so happy with this, I have no idea. Maybe it's their fetish. Maybe it's what they want. Or again, maybe they're simply
emotional damage.
My point with all of this is you guys need to man up. You guys need to decide hey, I will deal with this, and I don't have a problem telling her, you know what? It's been nice sharing a drink with you, but I want to talk to somebody else for now. Have a nice day. Okay? Bye. Don't be afraid to say that. And don't be afraid to say it when you're even on a date. It's not just in the bars, it's anywhere else. When you aren't clicking, then change the fucking remote control, dude. All right? Just change the channel. For God's sakes. This is not America. You are not stuck in that rut. You came here to get out of that rut. Now, granted, there are tons of expats that are here because they're in long distance relationships and they come. There are tons of expats. There are a lot of expats here, believe it or not, that are actually married but cannot bring their wife and the child that their wife has to the U.S. for parental permission reasons, okay? You can't just haul a kid out of the country. It happens. There are tons of expats that are here that are simply, looking for love, looking for a relationship. And then finally, there are tons of expats here. They're just here to play. And that's great. And so I would tell you, each of you, be the king of your castle. Be the captain of your boat. You are the boss and you set the rules. Don't be disrespectful. Don't be an asshole. Don't take advantage of them, but don't let them take advantage of you. Because when you've got 4 girls sitting at your table or 5 girls sitting at your table and you're not there to actually have fun with those girls, then somebody is possibly taking advantage of you. And that's what you want to stop. Hey, look, if you like this video, please do subscribe. Hit that thumbs up. We would certainly appreciate it. Otherwise, we hope you have a great day. Thanks.